All right, so we're on page 7 now, okay? And we want to write our introduction, okay? And we know that the acronym that we used is ITS. Now, whether you were in class or not, I'm going to go over it for you again real quick, okay? All right, so the ITS, all right? That's the ITS and It's Ted's car, okay? Once we have this down, the rest becomes very clear. So let's get our ITS together, all right? So it stands for I introduce the title, author, and give a brief summary of the text. T, take the question or prompt and rewrite it in your own words. And S, summarize your answer to the question or prompt in a thesis statement. Okay, thesis statement is a fancy pants way of saying your answer. Okay, all right, so the I, introduce the title, the author, and give a brief summary. Okay, for example, that would be like in the short story, The Lottery by Shirley Jackson. And then you give a couple sentence summary, like there's a lottery, it turns out to be really bad. I'm going to leave this to you guys because I feel like you guys can write a quick 2-sentence summary. Okay, then the T. Take the prompt, which is this, and rewrite it in your own words. Now, we just already said Shirley Jackson short story, The Lottery, so we can kind of restate it and say, what seems to be an innocent annual town gathering leads to a shocking conclusion. All right, which is somebody dies. Crazy, right? And then we have our S. Okay, and that's where we summarize our answer to the question or prompt in a thesis statement. It would be good to brainstorm 3 main points. Oh, wait, we did that together yesterday in our pre-writing. Yes, go us. Okay, remember we talked about exposition, dialogue, and foreshadowing? Okay, so when we go to answer this in our thesis statement, we should really try to use the exact wording because nothing says I answered the whole question like using the wording from the prompt in the answer, right? Sorry, I have a typo right here. All right, so, all right, you put it all together and you have your thesis or answer, and that's going to be your last sentence in your introduction paragraph, okay? And I kind of wrote it out here so you guys know what one would look like. Jackson creates situational irony through her use of, okay, look, explaining how Jackson utilizes plot development to create irony. All I did was kind of steal those words, and I just used the author's last name. Jackson creates situational irony through her use of, and then our 3 brainstormed points, plot development, dialogue, and foreshadowing. And guess what, you guys? This is what our body paragraphs are going to be about. So we have our introduction, and then our body 1 about plot development, body 2 about dialogue, and body 3 about foreshadowing. Do you guys kind of see how when we get this together, it's kind of like our good roadmap for the rest? All right, let's get over to our seesaw, okay? We are on page 7 with our introduction. We have our it's right here to remind us. And you know what else I have here? I actually put in some sentence starters. So if you click this little linky link here, it's going to take you to one of my slides that I just showed you that has actual sentence starters in it. And I want you to use them, okay? I really, really do, okay? I'm going to get the right mouse. Hold on. Get my favorite one, the focus one. Okay, so this is the italics version is like just what I stands for. So you're going to start your first sentence with in Shirley Jackson's short story. Look how it's formatted, The Lottery, in quotation marks, right? Because it's a short story. And then you're going to write a summary for like 2 sentences. And then T, take the prompt and put it in your own words. You're going to write an innocent town gathering leads to a shocking conclusion. Go ahead. Take my words. It's not plagiarism if I'm saying take them. All right, then you're going to write it's ironic because. Now think back to our lessons on irony. It means like the opposite happens. Tell me why you think it's ironic. Okay, continue that sentence on. That's what that ellipses, the ... means. And then finally, S, summarize your answer into a thesis statement. It should make 3 claims because the prompt asked us for 3 examples. So here's an example. Jackson utilizes plot development to create irony in the story through the use of, remember we talked about these, exposition, right? Dialogue and foreshadowing. Okay, take a second and you guys, you can just double click right here and start writing. Okay. What was that? What were our sentence starters? In Shirley Jackson's All right, and you're going to kind of continue this on, and you're going to draft your work.